Reuben Ebron is going to serve 20 years for the death of Lonzie Barton. Now, his plea deal is aggravated manslaughter of a child, which is 20 years. Also, child neglect, 5 years. That's running concurrent, as well as tampering with evidence, 5 years concurrent. Lying to police, 1 year concurrent. Now, those charges of possession, if you remember the handcuff key, introducing a contraband into the jail, conspiracy to escape, those were all dropped. Now, Attorney Gene Nichols, he is not affiliated with this case, but he's here in our studio. You're going to shed some light on what happened yesterday. There was a lot that went on. A lot of people have opinions about it, and we're going to break it down. Gene, my first question, was this surprising to you?
Well, everything that we have heard recently, it wasn't surprising. We knew a couple of weeks ago when the mother flipped, in essence, when she was going to give testimony against Ebron. It was evident that everything was about to start to unravel for Ebron. It was clear that both of them were waiting to see who was going to flip first. The state attorney's office believed that they both knew who had committed the murder. So at some point in time, everyone in the legal community knew one was going to give up. One was going to strike a deal against the other one. We saw that the mother did that before the father did. And as soon as that happened, everything for the father unraveled, or everything for Mr. Ebron, I guess, unraveled, and forced him to enter a plea. So it's not terribly surprising. I think what everybody's most surprised about is the amount of time that he's receiving.
And I was going to say, my work Facebook page yesterday was just people outraged because, you know, they really grew to have an attachment to Lonzie, and
Sure.
They're thinking this little baby is dead, 20 years, that's all, but explain why it is 20 years.
Well, as we saw from Ms. Corey yesterday and what she had to say and what the state has had to say, this was an incredibly difficult case for them to prove. We all know the child died. Everybody believes who was there when the child died. But for the state attorney's office to prove how the child died, who killed this child, was an incredibly difficult step for them to take. So a deal was reached with Mr. Ebron in order to resolve this, to have some form of resolution for this lost life, for a victim's family, which of course included the mother who was involved in the whole thing. So Ms. Corey had to make a difficult decision. Many people agree with her, many people disagree with her. So you've got a defendant who killed a child who is receiving a jail sentence much less severe than what a lot of people receive. You also have a prosecutor who had to make a deal, in essence, a deal with the devil, in order to try and get a resolution to this case and receive a substantial jail sentence, obviously, but not what everybody would expect. So those two had to come together at some point in time, and that's where they ended up with the 20 years. But reasonably speaking, yes, most everybody feels outraged because he's only receiving a 20-year sentence, which runs concurrently with everything else.
Right.
If he got convicted of those charges, he was going to receive a substantial prison sentence already. So in essence, his defense team did a fine job for him to work out a deal that caused him to only get maybe a little bit more, if maybe no more time in prison, by pleading to everything.
So now that we've seen this, what's going to happen to Lana? How does this affect her? Because I know a lot of people are now saying, oh, well, now he's saying she knew. Yeah. So
it's a great question, and it depends upon what Lana told the state attorney's office when she originally started speaking. If she told them initially that she was involved, and she told them that she was ready to testify against Ebron, and everything that we're hearing now is what she said, then she's reasonably going to get punished for her child neglect charges, and then she will move on. If when she told the state attorney's office about child neglect, and didn't say anything about what Ebron has just testified to, then there's no question the state attorney's office is going to be more upset with her. But all of that being said, I agree with Ms. Corey when she says that it's still difficult to prove exactly what happened.
Right.
So I don't suspect that she will face any form of murder or manslaughter charge. Everything will be based upon Ebron. Nobody trusts his testimony right now. So while her punishment may be more severe if she did not discuss anything, she's still going to enter a plea to have a disposition on the child neglect. She's going to receive probably a prison sentence, and then she'll be shipped off to Baker County to deal with her drug charges.
That's what I say. That's next. Lana Barton currently faces up to 6 years in prison on the charges that she pleaded guilty to after Lonzie's disappearance. She's currently in the Baker County jail right now, where she is facing unrelated drug charges. She's due for a hearing in Baker County February 23rd and scheduled for a sentencing Duval County February 29th. So this isn't over yet. As for Ebron, it's uncertain when Ebron will be transferred from the Duval County jail because Baker County has a hold on him for violation of parole on some drug charges there. Now, if he does get to go to a state prison system right away, he'll go to an assessment center for 3 to 5 weeks first, and then he'll be assigned to a prison. So thank you so much for joining us with your perspective.